We are the United States Army Chorus, and it is a great honor to be performing for you all this evening.
Let every good fellow now join in the song. Vive la compagnie! Success to each other and pass it along. Vive la compagnie! Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour! Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour! Vive l'amour! Vive l'amour! Vive la compagnie!
Back from probably the 2 days that were the most exciting in my life to President. It started with a phone call from President Sarkozy's office last week, which tells me, President Sarkozy would like your presence to visit President Bush at the White House. I was part of an official delegation, was there as a friend of the president. To give you some background, I helped President Sarkozy during the campaign. So I arrived in Washington. I followed him, so it was very, very impressive in the, I don't know how you call it in English, the convoi, as we say in French. It started with a business meeting where President Sarkozy talked to American and French business leaders. In his speech, he started explaining what he liked about the US and the fact that he said he liked the Americans and the way America works even before he was elected was a very important point. Not as impressive as going to the White House on Saturday evening. On Saturday, I don't even know, it was Tuesday. Well, we were going in and of course it's beautiful, very impressive to get in there. I actually walked in and I literally almost bumped into President Bush. Didn't bump, but he was here like you and me. We had a short conversation. He said hello to every single guest because there weren't that many people, of course. It was very intense, very weird feeling when you meet them in person. And President Bush was very nice. He called me by my name and we chatted briefly, but I had an interesting, impossible to describe feeling. We had a spectacle at the White House. It was about Washington and Lafayette, founding the country with two great actors.
And Colonel, my great pleasure. Stand up, let me take a look at you. Well, the Colonel and I, we rode together at the Battle of Brandywine.
And then there was the US Army songs. Of course, a press session with President Bush on TV and everything. We went back to the presidential airplane, very impressive as well again. So it's not like Air Force One. So it's an Airbus, like half of the Airbus at the beginning is for the president. There is a bedroom and a shower. And then I even went to the cockpit. I sat as a co-pilot there and I asked the pilot, what was special about the aircraft. He was like, I can't really tell you. But I was like, where is the missile button? The president wakes up and comes and sees us, and there were very, very few people who were not asleep, and I was one of them. And he starts and comes to me and says, hi Loic, how do you feel? And so, did you sleep well? I said, yes, how about you? Did you sleep well? I stood up and we started discussing in the plane, in the corridor. That was very intense, those moments you have, which are, talking like friends. We landed and President Sarkozy dropped me in the Elysee. It was not a hug, but close, like thanks for coming. I was like, well, thanks for inviting me.
I invite you to dance if you wish.